everyone, it's Budget Girl, and I have a bit of a confession. If you have seen my monthly budget reports, you know that I don't have a clothing budget or a home decor budget or a style budget of any kind. I have $50 of personal money that I use to purchase anything extraneous outside of my regular budget. May that be shampoo, socks, shoes, any clothing, any sort of home decor items, and that's what I get per month. So I don't have a lot of money to spend on making sure that I present myself well to the world or my home in the same manner. But I feel like I've managed to do that in a way that has been very budget friendly, and I wanted to share that with you today. Mainly my one major shopping rule. Stay tuned. I don't actually have a very large wardrobe. I counted and there are 50 pieces, including my winter stuff and about 7 or 8 pieces that I don't use but I'm not ready to get rid of yet, that kind of thing. I think we all have those. And it was surprising to me. I thought I had more clothes than that. And I think the reason I thought I had more clothes than that is that I used to have a lot more clothes than that. I used to shop all the time, and the majority thing that was on my mind was, is this a good deal? Not, is it good quality? Which is something I feel like I've learned to move more towards in the past couple of years. And so I feel like my tastes have maybe gotten a little bit more expensive, but my budget has stayed the same, if not has been lowered. So I would like to talk to you about how I have filled my tiny little wardrobe, and I'll put in a clip of it right here. So this is my closet, laundry basket down there, and as you can see, it's not crammed or anything. Actually, I can do that. And I really, really enjoy having just these to choose from every day. It's very, very freeing. The way that I've managed to put together a very high quality, compact, and low cost work wardrobe is mostly by buying higher quality pieces. And I'll tell you how I do that in a second. But firstly, I avoid any stores with numbers in the name. No Forever 21s, no Rue 21s, no Charlotte Russe, no any of that. Because the pieces there are simply not a good enough quality that I feel like you can really wear out in public and expect them to last you even the amount of time. Like, even if you wear a $5 shirt once or twice, I don't feel like you've gotten enough money per use out of that. We've all heard of the cost per use theory, where if you wear a pair of shoes, if you spend $10 on a pair of shoes you wear 4 times before they fall apart, then that's like $2 per use that you've paid. However, if you spend $100 on a pair of shoes you wear 300 times, that's 30 cents per time of wearing that you paid, and that's a much better deal at the end of the day. I hope my math was right on that. It was mental and immediate. So I kind of incorporate that a little bit into what I do, and I just avoid any of those stores that just mass produce really cheap fashion. And there are all sorts of ethical reasons to support places that just pay their workers a living wage, and of course all the trash of fashion that gets pushed back into landfills. When you wear a shirt twice, it rips and you throw it away, kind of thing. And you're developing a lot of textile waste every year that's just destroying the environment. Aside from that, I've found that when I shop at places like the bigger department stores and at websites that I know that make high quality clothes, I don't have to shop as often, which is a good thing, I promise, because that's time, and that's time you're spending specifically to spend money, and I have better things to do with my time than just be spending money all the time. And when I shop at places like a lot of my clothes right now come from Dillard's and JCPenney and an online website called eShakti, which hand makes clothes in India that are custom made. They're incredibly high quality, and I'm not an affiliate, but I've been using them for years and years, and I still have my very first dress that I ever ordered from them 7 or 8 years ago that still looks brand new. And it's affordable, and they pay their workers a living wage, and it's fashion that lasts a long time. So once you've kind of developed a style and you figured out what you like to wear, I feel like it's probably a lot better to invest in pieces that are going to last longer, because you're going to look better, you're going to feel better, you're going to feel more confident, and you don't have to be constantly refilling your wardrobe with crap. So a lot of my clothes come from, like I said, Dillard's, JCPenney, eShakti. I actually frequent Old Navy occasionally for simple pieces. Some of their dresses are actually really nice and they last a couple of years at least. And for $15, you can, that's fine. But I feel like the Forever 21 and the Charlotte Russe clothes, they all feel very plasticky to me, and a lot of them are made of kind of that scuba material. And even when you go into the stores, you can and just touch it, it feels gross, and you don't want to wear that all day. That's even if it's super stylish, you don't want to wear things that don't feel nice on your skin. When you wear fabrics that are a little bit more natural, then you're just going to be able to go through your day just feeling a little bit better, I feel like. So how do I buy these high quality and therefore more expensive clothes without spending all this money? Now here's my secret. I never, ever, 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 ever pay full price. I'm completely serious. I looked through my entire wardrobe before filming this video, and I could not find a single piece of clothing outside of like workout tops, and undershirts, which like $2.88. And that's actually how much my undershirts cost. I buy them from Walmart. I could not find a single article of clothing that I paid full price for. So let me just give you some examples real quick. Well, I'll start with what I'm wearing. This is a kind of a tunic shirt from Stage, original price $50. I waited until it went on clearance 50% and was on clearance, and then I used a 25% off clearance coupon that they had out on the internet, and I paid only $15 for it. So this is a very nice kind of summer breezy, very light top that I'm going to get a lot of use out of for the next several years, because it's a good brand, and it was made to actually stand up to being worn and washed and lived in. Whereas if I went to Forever 21 and spent $15 on a top, I guarantee you that's not going to last me the summer, and it's probably not going to look as nice. It's not going to look like it's as quality of a piece, which this is. So this is what I do when I go into a store to go shopping. I completely and totally skip any of the new arrivals area. Anything that doesn't have a sign on it that says sale or clearance, I don't look at. I'll look at that stuff later when it's on sale or clearance, if I happen to be around. Now, especially in the big department stores, they have these huge sale and clearance sections, and they regularly just red tag everything to get it out, because there are so many new seasons of fashion coming in. So, and here's another thing. I know a lot of people say, well, they never have my size. I'm plus size. It is extremely hard to find things in the upper ranges. I'll go shopping with my sister-in-law, who's like an extra small, and she just has racks and racks and racks and racks and racks of clothes to choose from, and I've got like one little section. So if I can do it, absolutely anyone can, especially considering where I live right now, where there's nothing around here. There's no shopping. I have to go to Fort Smith to get to a department store. There aren't a lot of options. So if I can accumulate a quality wardrobe of only clearance items, then I promise you absolutely anyone can, because I got everything working against me at this point. So for instance, I pulled some of my wardrobe. This is you guys have seen me in this before. This is a JCPenney top that I spent $9.48 on. It's a Liz Claiborne woman top, and It was, I think, $68 originally. And I saw it when, I think last Christmas when it first came out. I thought it was really pretty, but it was, maybe 20% off, which is what their normal sale is. And I was like, no. However, when I saw it again on sale, I considered it, and I think it was down to $30 or so, and I skipped it again because, and it just happened to be there a third time when I saw it, and it was on clearance all the way down to $9.48. And I've picked this up, and it's just a wonderful, really, really luxurious material. It's a beautiful print, and I've gotten a lot of use out of this, and I guarantee you I'll get a lot of use out of this for a couple more years because Liz Claiborne does not make junk. So yeah, and all of my clothes are pretty much like this. If you can have the patience to wait, and if you can be really, really picky, which is another way that you can spend a little bit more on the higher quality pieces because you have the money from not spending it all on junk. So I also utilize online swap shop groups. If you are aware of what styles and sizes that you like, if there are particular brands, I like ModCloth and I like Ishaki, and there are online groups for plus size trading and selling of those clothes on Facebook that you can join. I got this dress on there. It's a Yellow Star brand, which is one of ModCloth's brands, for $30 shipped. Now, I was not entirely certain what size I would wear in this, and I actually had to get it tailored. And so I spent $10 to get this tailored down in the bust because I needed, I don't have much of a bust, and I wear this all the time, and I get tons of compliments, and it's a very high quality piece. I think they originally sold these for like $68 or $70. It's fully lined. It's a really nice piece, and I enjoy wearing it, and it's nice and light, and it will last me for several years. So yeah, absolutely don't be afraid to get things tailored. I do have, and I will tell you this, kind of a mental cap, and I've had this for years on different kinds of pieces from my wardrobe that helps me kind of rein it in and not think about and not be tempted to spend too much. So that is $40 for a dress. Now that will include tailoring. So I spent $30 on this, and then I had to spend $10 to get the top tailored in. So that came within my $40 limit. $20 on tops, $30 on pants, $50 actually on coats, and $50 on shoes. Now those seem like pretty high limits, and they kind of are. I don't spend that much on each item in my wardrobe, but if it's a high quality piece that is, discounted down to that point, and I know I'm going to wear it for years, I will absolutely be willing to invest that much in, because since I have such a small wardrobe, I'm only buying 1 or 2 pieces every season. So it's not that much money throughout the year, and because I have these high quality pieces, they're lasting, so I don't have to replace a lot of stuff every year. I also, like I said, I don't spend a ton of money on everything. This is a Torrid dress. I found this when I went home for Christmas last year at the outlet, and I spent $20 on it. It's just a nice little cap sleeve dress, and it's I wear it often, and I didn't have to have anything tailored on it. This will probably not last quite as long as some of my other pieces. For instance, this one. This really gorgeous dress from, this was a JCPenney London style collection. This dress was originally $80. Color things are happening. That's weird. We're just going to roll with it. This dress was originally $80. I got it when it went down on sale to $40. And like I said, that was my cap for this dress. And I love this dress. It has a little gold belt, and I wear it all the time. This, unless I snag it or tear it somehow because of the lace overlay, is probably going to last a year or 2 longer as long as I take care of it than this little Torrid thing. But that's fine because I spent $20 on this. If I get 2 years out of it, that's fine. And cost per use wise, it'll be pennies at that point. And this I'll probably wear a little less often. It's a little fancier, so I'll wear it to church and nicer work events kind of thing. But I absolutely would not have paid the full $80 price tag on that. So that's an example of when I would go a little higher. excuse me, but still within my limits. A couple more examples. This Ishakti dress, you guys might remember from, I think I bought this when I got under $20,000 in debt. It was my reward. I've told you guys before, Ishakti has really gorgeous clothes, and I like to wait until they have little bra snaps and pockets, and everything's lined and gorgeous, and it's just super high quality. I wait until they have a sale on their website, and then I use, they send out coupons for like $30 off all the time. So I think this dress was only $70, and I used a $30 off coupon, and then they were having like a 20% off site-wide sale, and I got it for about $30, which is fine because I've had it for years. Had it for over a year at this point. I've worn it a lot, and it'll last many, many more years to come. And I always get compliments on that dress. I love it. I knew the moment I saw it, I had to have it. Other end of the spectrum, this little Old Navy dress. This is my second year having it, I believe. I spent $15 on it, and this will probably be the last year it's in the rotation because it's starting to get just a little pilled. But this is kind of just a bang around dress, and it's perfect for my needs. So I do have little tiers of what I will spend on dresses, and as long as I stay within that, I think right now I counted 13. Yeah, I have 13 dresses total, and that includes like a fancy dress that I wear to, fancy events, and I really think I only need one because I don't go to that many. And, bang around dresses to work dresses.